So, hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, welcome and welcome back. My name is Ogweno and this is Devance Empire. It's an honor to come talk to you again on this particular day because the last time we spoke through this channel, it was not a friendly one. I was ranting and yapping and shouting, and I was bitter, I was angry. Things were just happening that no one could understand. So through this video, I've come back to be clear with you. I've come back to explain what the problem was. And I hope you will understand. From the title of that video, I said, I am losing my mind. I'm suffering from emotional breakdown. It's very important you know or you understand what emotional breakdown is before we continue. Now, Google describes it as, in simple English, it's a term used to describe someone suffering from depression, anxiety, and acute stress disorder. An emotional breakdown means that someone is experiencing insomnia, hallucinations, emotional outbursts, including anger, and sometimes with no obvious reason. And that is what I was actually going through. That is just a summary of what I was going through. Now you see, what happens is this. In my life, if you don't know my story, I've grown through so much pain. I've gone through a lot of things. I've grown up through processes that actually tore my happiness, destroyed my, my self-esteem, and many other things. So I grew up this person who was so bitter with almost everybody. I was so mad at everyone, including my parents and, family members, because I was feeling like they were not there for me while I needed them in my process of growing up to an adult. So I was so bitter. I was so mad. But again, while growing up, I learned that holding grudges and unforgiveness is one way to die quickly. Like if you want to die faster, just hold grudges and also be the unforgiving person. So I decided to let go. I said I cannot force anyone to spend their money on me. I cannot force anyone to spend their time on me. If they want, they will do it. If they don't want, they will not. I have felt that I have been there for people in their times of need. And that is true. Me, that you see here, I've been there for several people in their times of need. I've helped very many people in my house from a distance. I've learned to share because that is what life has taught me, that sharing is caring. So every time that I get an opportunity to help people, I normally help without caring about whether it will finish or not. I have helped my friends who I know they cannot come on camera to say that I've helped them because that is their own problem. If they wish to share with you that I have helped them, well and fine. If they don't, up to them. Karma will deal with us one day. But I've been there for people. I've been there for people when they needed somebody or a shoulder to lean on. So when I got to this point where I was emotionally broken, I was expecting friends of mine who would come close to come and find a way of helping me out of it. Because sometimes dealing with depression is not an easy task. I got to a point where everything was irritating. Like I pick my phone, I try chatting, I find it like things are not working out. I try editing videos, things are not working out. Like I can't be creative. My head is ever aching. Like it was just aching randomly, like nothing is even making it ache. It was just aching throughout. I drink a lot of coffee, it was still aching. Everything annoys me, like everything. When I'm at work, I try doing business. When I don't make profit, it hurts me. It hurts me. It breaks me. I get to a point where like I feel like no, like I cannot do this anymore. I can't. What? It was so difficult, and that is when I learned that it was an emotional breakdown, like depression. So I feared opening up to people because several times I've opened up to people. They take advantage of my situation. They listen to me, but they go gossip and laugh and talk about me at the behind of the scenes. So this morning on 1st of March, I wake up. I wanted to record a video, and just the moment I started recording a very good peaceful video, out of nowhere, I don't know what just happened, and the video took a different shift, and I started explaining my problems on camera. I tried to avoid, but I couldn't avoid. I just said, let me just go ahead and do it. I didn't know the video was going to make it on camera, but it did. And you watched it, and you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm not here to brag about anything, but when I shared that story online on social media, such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also on my YouTube channel, I was surprised that out of everyone who came across this message, only 2 people helped me, emotionally and financially. But finance was one of the things that was causing me stress. So by me having friends coming to help me financially, that was a good thing for me. It was one way of toning down my emotions. It was one way of helping me calm down the things that were actually bothering me. So one friend of mine calls me and tells me, Devance, what is the problem? And I was in a position that I couldn't even explain myself. I didn't even know what was happening. And she told me, relax, just relax, breathe in, breathe out, relax. Just take it easy and trust upon God. Call upon God to help you in this particular situation. And that is what I basically did. A few minutes later, actually 10 minutes later, a friend of mine calls me, and when I check my phone, it's my friend from USA. And he was here to console me. He asked me what the problem was, and I tried explaining what I could explain. And it didn't even take 5 minutes, and he offered me a solution. Like, he told me, I'm going to take care of your house bill for the next 4 months so that I can focus on my business and what and what. To me, that was a breakthrough. Like, that was so much. That is one of the basic things that I actually needed at the particular moment. Like, when you're going through stress, you need people who will help you overcome it or get out of it. And so I sat down expecting more phone calls and messages, but no one cared. No one seemed to care at all. No one. When you are emotionally broken, you realize that you don't want people. Yes, you get to a point where when your expectations about people is too much and it happens in a different way, you realize like you don't want them around you anymore. You don't want anybody closer to you. So I googled again the internet, because at this particular times like this, what somebody needs is a therapist, somebody who just, you go and tell them your problem, they just listen. Like, let them not do the talking, let them just listen. I wanted somebody to listen to me, not talk back to me or talk to me. I just wanted to talk as somebody listens. But it involves money. So I didn't have the money. So I just went online and Googled a few ways on how to help, get over a mental breakdown, which is also referred to as depression. Number 1 was practice meditation. So I tried doing this for some time, where I would just sit down on my bed, fold my legs, and just turn off the internet, turn off the computers, and just listen to the inner me, the voice in me. Like, what do I want? What is it that I'm going through? How do I get out of it? I was meditating upon my situations and everything that was happening around my life. So meditation is one important way that helped me. I'm not fully recovered, but I am sure I will. Another option of getting out of a mental breakdown is ask friends for help. Yes, you cannot survive on your own. Trust me, it's difficult. Like, you will kill yourself because you need people to move forward. So sometimes when you feel like you have a situation that you can't handle on your own, it's very important to ask for help from where you think it may come from. And that is what I did even in the video before. I ranted, I talked about my problems, and I found the solution is to ask friends for help. But after the video, I expected people to behave in some particular way, especially the people I've helped, especially my family, especially my friends. I thought like maybe they will call me and ask me, Devance, what is wrong? What is the problem? But that was not the way it happened. It happened opposite. So I can't blame them, even if I wanted to blame them. But after I made a post condemning their actions, a few people reached out. And when they reached out, that is when I took the opportunity to actually, you know what, explain my condition to them. Let me tell you, some of them offered me emotional support. Some of them offered spiritual support. They prayed for me. Some of them offered, to just check on me, call and check on me in ways that might be helping. And I'm so grateful that out of that one also, some of them, not some, actually it's one person so far who helped me financially. I don't take it for granted that you people don't help or what. No. If at all, there are people who have been helping me like after every week or 2 weeks. They normally send me some few tips to help me with my YouTube channel and also with my upkeep. And they're not comfortable with social media, their names being mentioned on social media, so I will just respect them, but they know who they are. They've helped me, like they've been there for me. Thank you so much. So sometimes asking friends for help is one way of overcoming a mental breakdown. Another way to get over, mental breakdown is practice self-compassion. When I talk about practicing self-compassion take care of yourself. Like, if you feel like you're in a situation where nobody cares about you, then this is the time for you to care about yourself. Because people will not be there for you the way you expect it. So taking care of yourself is very important. And that is what I learned. So that is when I started to have self-compassion on myself. And I was like, why am I crying this way? Why am I suffering? Devance, just take heart. Everything shall be fine at the rightful time. It helped me. Another thing is listen to your body. Yes, listen to your body. If your body is proving to be tired, rest. If your body is angry, eat. If your body is stressed, stop everything that you're doing and just relax. Like, take your time to do what your body wants. If your body wants to move about, move. Get out of the house, move around. And if your body wants to interact with other people, do exactly that. Do what your body wants. Respect the decision your body is asking for. It will help in a big way. Another way is to reduce technology. Technology here, I mean the internet. Switch off your phone, because some of the comments that people will comment might break you down even more. Some of the things that you might see might make you feel so bad. Some of the videos you might watch in the internet might make you regret life. So sometimes it's very important to just reduce technology. Switch off that computer, switch off that phone, get out of the internet, and relax. Have a moment with yourself. Relax. It's not always about social media or what you do in the internet. The internet can kill you. When you see other people doing good, laughing and rejoicing on social media, and you here you are sad, it kills you. The last method that I used, or I continue using, is communicate your needs. Yes, when we talk about communicating your needs, I mean, if you feel your need is finance, try to communicate. You don't have to communicate individually to people. Sometimes you can use the internet, like the platform that I use to communicate my needs. Like took my camera and told the whole world that I am broke, I am suffering, I cannot afford food, and I cannot pay my bills. And I thank God, God brought you in my life to help me out of it. So sometimes communicating your needs is very important. If you are not feeling well, it's important that you communicate. Like tell somebody, hello bro, I hope you're doing good. I want to communicate with you concerning my health problem. Like 1 2 3 1 2 3, they'll find a solution out. If you're hungry, call somebody, communicate. Just tell somebody that, you know, I'm so broke, I can't put food on my table. Please, if you have something to eat, maybe can you spare some for me? If they're willing, they will help. If you are broke, you don't have money, communicate. And during this communication period, not everyone is willing to help. Not everyone, even though they can help, not everyone is willing to do what? To help. So you have to be very careful who you open up to. Some people, when you open up to them, they laugh at you behind the scenes. They laugh and they rejoice, and they try to prove a point that you know, that their suffering, at your suffering is because of something that you did to them, or your suffering is because of you know, because you didn't do something for them when they needed you. So they laugh at you, they take advantage of your situation, and they laugh, they crack jokes out of your situation. They are so good at that. I have friends who are good at doing that. Like if they see me cry, they laugh and they laugh. Backbiters. You have to be very careful with whom you share or communicate your needs with. This video is already long, and this was not the intention. I am this type of a person who can speak and speak and speak and speak. But most important is, if you can help somebody, you know, help them. Help without expecting something in return. Help knowing that one day you might be in a similar situation like them, where you might need the help too. Help make the lives of other people better. Help make the world a better place for our children and our children's children. When we walk out of this stronger, we will have a reason to celebrate and to share with other people how we overcame. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on that notification bell to be notified every time that we do upload videos on our YouTube channel. And until next time, always work hard and be nice to people. And remember that nothing is impossible. For this is Devance Empire. End of discussion.